Procrastination and why you do it. Procrastination can feel like a barrier between you and the life you want. It's that nagging habit of putting things off for later, often until the last possible moment. But why do we procrastinate? What's holding us back? At its core, procrastination isn't about laziness. It's a deeper emotional response. Fear of failure, perfectionism, or a lack of motivation are often the main culprits. But what if you could break free from this cycle? What if you could start today and begin to tackle the tasks that matter most to you? We're all familiar with the sinking feeling of knowing we should be doing something, but choosing not to. It's a cycle that leaves us frustrated and anxious. But here's the truth. Breaking free from procrastination isn't as hard as it seems. It's about mindset and strategy, how procrastination works. Procrastination isn't just about lack of willpower. It's tied to your brain's wiring. When you think about a task, your brain weighs the pain of doing it versus the reward of completing it. If the task feels too overwhelming or uncomfortable, your brain signals to avoid it. The longer you avoid it, the more your brain associates it with discomfort, creating a loop of procrastination. But here's the catch. The longer you avoid something, the bigger it seems. So how can you break this pattern and take back control? Why it's so hard to break the cycle? We often think that if we just get motivated, everything will change. But motivation alone is not enough. It's like trying to start a car without fuel. Motivation is temporary, and without a solid plan or strategy, we'll inevitably fall back into old habits. Think about it. Have you ever started a task with great enthusiasm, only to lose steam halfway through? That's because motivation is fleeting. What works instead is a method that engages your brain, shifts your mindset, and makes the task feel easier and more achievable. The real cost of procrastination. While procrastination might feel harmless in the moment, its effects add up over time. Delayed tasks lead to more stress, anxiety, and ultimately, missed opportunities. It prevents you from building momentum, and it holds you back from reaching your potential. But don't worry, you're not alone. We've all been there. And the good news is there are actionable steps you can take to stop procrastinating. Step 1, understand why you procrastinate. The first step in overcoming procrastination is understanding why it happens. Reflect on the tasks you put off most. Is it because they feel too big? Too boring? Are you afraid of failing? Or maybe you just don't know where to start? Pinpointing the reasons behind your procrastination gives you the insight you need to overcome it. By recognizing these triggers, you can develop strategies to deal with them. Step 2, break tasks into smaller steps. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is that tasks feel overwhelming. When you look at the big picture, it can seem impossible to tackle. But breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces can make all the difference. Instead of focusing on the entire project, focus on one step at a time. For example, instead of write the report, break it down into write the introduction or research the topic. This makes the task less intimidating and gives you a sense of accomplishment with each small step. Step 3, set clear and achievable goals. Goals give you direction, but they need to be specific and achievable. Don't just say, I'll work harder. Instead say, I'll write 500 words today. When you set clear, specific goals, you make it easier to track your progress and stay motivated. Create a system that works for you, whether that's using a calendar, to-do lists, or an app. The key is consistency. By setting and achieving small goals, you build momentum and gain confidence. Step 4, create a productive environment. Your environment plays a huge role in how productive you are. If you're constantly distracted by your phone, social media, or a cluttered desk, you're setting yourself up for failure. Take the time to organize your workspace, eliminate distractions, and create an environment that supports your goals. Sometimes just tidying up can help you feel more in control and ready to tackle the task at hand. Step 5, use the 2-minute rule. This simple rule is incredibly effective. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't wait. This prevents small tasks from piling up and overwhelming you later on. Plus, it's a quick win that helps you build momentum. The 2-minute rule also applies to larger tasks. Break them down into smaller, 2-minute actions that you can complete quickly. It's all about building momentum and creating a sense of progress. Step 6. Eliminate perfectionism. Perfectionism is often a hidden cause of procrastination. If you're waiting for the perfect moment or striving for flawless results, you're setting yourself up for endless delays. Perfectionism fuels fear of failure and can paralyze you from taking action. Instead, focus on progress, not perfection. Embrace the idea that it's okay to make mistakes along the way. Each step forward is progress, and the more you do, the easier it becomes. Step 7. Build accountability. Accountability is a powerful motivator. When you know someone else is expecting you to deliver, you're more likely to take action. Find an accountability partner, a friend, colleague, or mentor who can help keep you on track. Share your goals with them and set deadlines. Knowing that someone is checking in with you will help you stay focused and committed. Step 8. Use the power of deadlines. Deadlines can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, they can create pressure that makes you work harder. On the other hand, they can also lead to stress and burnout if they're unrealistic. The key is setting deadlines that are challenging but achievable. If you're working on a long-term project, break it down into smaller, time-bound tasks. This creates a sense of urgency without overwhelming you. Use tools like timers or apps to help you stay on track and focused. Step 9. Reward yourself. Rewards are a great way to reinforce positive behavior. When you complete a task, reward yourself with something that motivates you, whether that's a break, a treat, or some time to relax. This creates a positive feedback loop where the brain associates completing tasks with rewards, making it easier to take action in the future. Make sure the rewards are proportionate to the effort you put in. Small tasks deserve small rewards, and larger tasks can be paired with bigger rewards. Step 10. Practice self-compassion. Sometimes we procrastinate because we're too hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up for not being productive enough, which only leads to more stress and avoidance. Practice self-compassion. Recognize that everyone struggles with procrastination from time to time, and that it's okay to make mistakes. By being kind to yourself, you reduce the pressure and make it easier to move forward. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. The mindset shift. To beat procrastination, you must change your mindset. Start viewing tasks not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. Adopt a mindset that embraces action over perfection. Focus on the small wins and build your confidence from there. Take action now. The key to overcoming a procrastination is simple. Take action. Don't wait for motivation or the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's just for 5 minutes. The more you act, the easier it gets. You have the power to change your habits and create a life where procrastination no longer holds you back. It all starts with one small step. So what's stopping you from taking that first step today?